Hi there and welcome to your yoga class. Today we are doing Frozen. Yes, we are. A lovely Frozen yoga adventure with Elsa and Anna and Olaf and Sven and everybody else. So let's get started the way we usually get started, by singing our song. So on our knees, we're going to pat our knees, and if you don't know the words, don't worry at all. Just pat along with me. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, say hello and namaste, time for fun and yoga play. Am I ready? Yes, I am, sitting on my mat. Lovely, I could hear you from here. And then next we get our little yoga friend out who watches every single class that we do. Yes, he does. Now, if anyone remembers his name, then well done. But for anyone that doesn't know his name is Om. Can you say that? That's it. So after 3, we're going to shout on him. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, and we do a lovely long to see if he'll come out for us. And here he is in his sparkly little sleeping bag. It's very cosy and warm in there, especially in the winter. Here he is. He's a lovely black doggy, and he comes and watches every single yoga class that we do on his own little yoga mat, and he keeps his wee eyes on you to make sure you're trying your very best. Okay, so let's pop him on his mat, get him all nice and comfy. Then there's only one more thing to do before we start our Frozen yoga story. We sit with our legs crossed, hands at our heart, and sitting up nice and straight, we say our magic yoga word, which is namaste. Okay, so after 3, 1, 2, 3, namaste. And you can bow forward if you want to. So let's get started with our Frozen story. Now, you might have seen the film lots and lots and lots, or you might not have seen it at all, but it doesn't matter because we're going to do the yoga story too anyway. So to warm our bodies up, we're going to stand up nice and tall, and we're going to say hello to the snow, because in Frozen there's a lot of snow. So we're going to stand up very tall and say hello snow. That's it. Wave up to the snow, and then we're going to say hello to the frost on the ground. So we're going to bend over. You can bend your knees if you want, but we're going to bend over, keep those knees bent if you need to, and say hello frost. That's it. So as we know, our story starts with 2 little princesses called Elsa and Anna, and they are lying in their beds, aren't they? So let's lie down in our beds with our knees up like this, and they live in a lovely big castle, don't they, with their mum and dad, the queen. But they can't sleep. No, they can't sleep in their beds, and they're tossing and turning their legs. So let's put our knees side to side as if you're in your bed and you can't quite sleep. Oh, and they sit up and say, Elsa, I can't sleep, and Anna can't sleep either. So they decide to go on a wee nighttime adventure down into the castle. So they tiptoe through the castle. That's it, let's tiptoe. Tip, tip, tip. That's it. Oh, tiptoe through the castle, and they go into the Great Hall. And as we know, Elsa's got some special powers, doesn't she? We're going to do Elsa's special power pose. Yes, so they get to the Great Hall, and Anna would quite like some snow and ice to play in. So we put our legs apart, really nice and wide, turn one foot out and bend your knee and put your hands out to the side. And we're going to magic some snow and ice. So Elsa goes, bring, and lots of snow and ice appear inside the castle, and they have a lovely time. They are making snowballs and making snowmen as well. Let's make a snowman. That's it. And does anyone know a song about a snowman? Do you want to build a snowman? That's right. So sitting with your knees up, you can hold on to the back of your knees. We're going to roll up a snowball, okay, for our snowman. So we roll right back and right up again. That's it. So get rolling your snowman. Roll, roll, roll. Lovely. And so they roll up a couple of balls, one for the body, one for the head. And what do we call this snowman? Olaf, of course we do. And so Olaf becomes their friend, and they have a great time playing in the snow and throwing snowballs and doing a wee bit of ice skating as well. But they get a little overexcited, don't they? And Anna has a bad fall on the ice and the snow. So let's lie down, in a star shape on the floor, like Anna when she falls and gets hurt by Elsa's superpower. So the mummy and the daddy, the king and the queen, remember, they take them to the magic trolls that live up in the mountain because they're really good at healing people. So they go to the grand big troll and they sit in front of him, and the troll rubs his ears. So let's rub our earlobes. That's it. And he keeps his eyes shut while he's doing this to try and heal Anna. And do you know what? He says to the king and queen, Elsa's got very special powers, so she's going to have to learn to control these powers so that Anna doesn't get hurt again. So from then on, Elsa wears special gloves, doesn't she? She stays away from Anna, and Anna can't understand why Elsa doesn't want to play with her. So let's put our gloves on. We're going to put one hand up and pull your glove on. That's it. And put the other hand up and pull that glove on. And then that way, even when she does see Anna, she probably won't be able to hurt her because she's got her special gloves on. But as we know, something terrible happens to the mum and the dad, the king and the queen. So that means that Elsa has to become queen, and it's her coronation day. That's another way of saying it's the day that she becomes the proper queen. So when you're the queen, you get to sit in a big throne, don't you? It's a very, very lovely big golden ornate chair. So we're going to pretend to sit in a throne. We're going to pretend you're sitting on a seat and put your hands up like this. That's it. Let's pretend we're sitting on a throne. And when it comes to Elsa becoming queen, she picks up, remember there's a stick, there's a ball and a scepter, and she leans forward, she takes a big breath in. That's it. Let's lift them up. That's it. Hold your breath. And then, put them back down. And she's so glad because her powers didn't come out when she was being made queen. Meanwhile, at the coronation party, Anna is having a lovely time with a boy called Hans, isn't she? And she thinks she's in love. So let's do a little heart shape. Can you do a heart shape with your fingers and your thumb? And she rushes up to Elsa and she says to Elsa, I've found the man I am going to marry. And Elsa says, oh, hang on a minute. You've not known Hans very long. You only met him today. And Anna said, I'm going to marry him and I don't care what you say. So Elsa gets really angry, and before she knows it, her powers have come out again because she's so angry. Remember how we do Elsa's superpowers? We put our legs apart, put one foot out, bend your knee, hands out, and we go, bring! That's it. Now this time we're going to do it to the other side as well. Put the other foot out and bend the knee and go, bring! And all of a sudden, all of Arendelle is covered in snow and ice. So all the people of Arendelle are very, very surprised. And Elsa runs away, doesn't she? So let's do some running on the spot. Are you ready? Run, 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 run. That's it. Run, 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 run. And there's so much snow, she has to start taking big steps in the snow. Let's stand at the back of our mats and take a big step into the snow and back again. And then another big step into the snow and back again. And we know that when Elsa gets up to the top of the mountain, let's start in mountain pose like this. She sings a very special song, doesn't she? Shall we hear the song just a little bit? Let it go, let it go. That's a great song, isn't it? It's a song I think we all know from Frozen. I won't try and sing it though, but you can sing it at home if you want. I'm sure that'll sound better than me singing it for you. So she builds a big ice palace, doesn't she? Let's put her legs wide again and put her hands up into a point this time. Because there's lots of pointy turrets, isn't there, in her big, big ice palace. And she's got a big protector called Marshmallow as well. He is a big, big, well, he's very friendly, but he looks like a big monster. So let's put our legs wide, bend our knees, and put big monster hands up. And if you want to, you can give a roar! That's it. Well done. So all the people of Arendelle are shocked and confused. So Anna has to go and find Elsa because that's her sister. So she starts to climb up the mountain. But of course, Anna's not very good at going up the mountain. She's not got the proper clothes or the proper anything. So she has to go into a shop and get boots and a nice big cloak, doesn't she? So let's put on our boots. One boot standing on one leg and the other boot. And let's put a nice big cloak on as well. Hands out to the side and put your lovely big cloak on. Lovely. And she meets someone called Christoph, who sells ice for a living. That's right, that's his job. And his reindeer called Sven, who's very, very lovely. So she says to him, actually, you could take me up the mountain in your big sledge, couldn't you? So he's not very keen at first. No, he's not. But he eventually decides to help Anna out. Now let's come into sledge pose. Put your hands behind you, sitting on your bottom. 1 foot up, 2 feet up, and 2 hands up in your sledge pose. Now you can keep your hands on the floor if you want to, or keep them up. That's it. So they decide to help Anna out to go and find Elsa. And on the way, they meet that lovely wee snowman. Remember that they built way back in the Great Hall? What was his name? Olaf, that's right. And he's a lovely... And you know Olaf loves the sun? Bit of a problem for a snowman, isn't it? Because what would happen if the sun was to beam down on Olaf? He would melt, wouldn't he? So we're going to come into snowman pose, put the heels together and your toes sticking out, and you're going to bend your knees and bring your hands up into a wee snowman head. That's right. So Olaf joins them for a wee bit of an adventure, and they finally find Elsa's palace. Remember what we did for palace? That's it. So she finds Elsa and she begs Elsa to come back to Arendelle. She puts her hands like this and says, please, please, Elsa, come back. And Elsa said, nope, I'm not going to come back. But Anna said, well, the problem is Arendelle's covered in snow. Nobody can do anything. There's so much snow and ice. You have to come back. And they get in a big fight again, don't they? And guess what happens? Elsa's powers come out again because she's getting so angry. So remember, who remembers how to do Elsa's powers? We put our legs wide, we turn 1 foot out and bend the knee, and we go bing, or you can make any noise you want. You can go gah with your hand, and then the other side, put one other foot out and other knee out, and we go bring. That's it. And poor Anna gets hurt again. She falls to the ground. Now we're going to do this carefully, okay? So we're going to bend our knees, come down on her knees, and then fall on the ground like this. Poor Anna. And she tells them all to get out. So Kristoff and Sven and Olaf go and visit the grand big troll again. Remember his name, Pabby? And they ask them how to make Anna all better again. So remember how Pabby sat like this with his legs crossed? He's going to rub his ears. That's it. And he says to make Anna better, she has to feel true love. That's right. And so Kristoff has a wee think and he thinks, oh, well, Anna had true love with Hans. Remember that man she wanted to marry? So he decides to go and take her back. But we know, don't we, that Hans isn't really a very nice person. He just wants to take over Arendelle, that's right. So when Anna gets back, he locks her up and tells her he doesn't love her anymore. No. So let's take our hands out to the side, cross them over, and put your hands up as if you've been tied up. That's it. And he leaves her. She's very cold and very, very shaken as well. And he blows out the fire, doesn't he? Because he knows she's very cold, and he blows out the fire to make her feel even colder. So sitting with your legs crossed, put your elbows on the floor and lift your fingers up to do the fire. That's it. And then we're going to take a big deep breath in, and then and let your hands come to the floor. Wonderful. Poor Anna, she's not having a very good time at all. And meanwhile, Elsa's been taken prisoner by Hans as well. He's really not a very nice person, is he? But she has got the magic powers, remember? So she manages to blast out of where she's been kept prisoner. So we're going to have a wee blast. So let's come down onto our feet and our hands, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, blast! Okay, so let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, blast! That's right. And she gets out of where she's been kept prisoner, and there's a big blizzard. A blizzard is when there's lots of wind and lots of snow. So we're going to stand with our legs apart and really fast put your arms. Can you feel the wind beneath your hands when you do that? And let's feel the snow as well. Let's pitter patter on our heads with our fingers. That's it. Lots of snow and the blizzard as well. And meanwhile, Olaf has managed to save Anna. They escape through an open window. So let's bend over, feet together, bend over and lift the window up. That's it. And so now Anna is free as well. But when they get out in the blizzard, they can see Elsa, who's already escaped, and Hans is just about to hurt her with his very, very big sword. So, legs apart, let's hold on to your sword, raise it up in the air, and then we're going to bring it down, yeah, between your legs. But we know, don't we, that Anna manages to get in the way of the sword. So we are going to step to the side, bend her knee and put her hands up like this, just like Anna does, to get in the way of the sword so our sister doesn't get hurt. And then let's come up to the other side and put the other leg out and bend over. That's it. And so she manages to get in the way, and once again, poor Anna gets hurt. That's right. And so Elsa comes up to Anna and says, Anna, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you for saving me. And says, here's a big cuddle for you, Anna. And all of a sudden, Anna starts to blink her eyes open. Let's blink her eyes open. That's it. Give them a nice few blinks. And we realise that this is the true love that Pabby the Troll was talking about. It wasn't love with Hans or anyone else. It was the true love from her sister. And so Anna gets much, much better. And Elsa comes back to Arendelle. She gets rid of all the snow and the ice as well. And do you know what she does for Olaf? Because remember, it can't be sunny when Olaf's around or he would melt. She gives him his own little storm cloud of snow. So let's come up and wiggle our fingers at the top. That's it. So he walks around with his little snow cloud. That's it. Up above him all the time. And at the end, do you remember? Anna and Kristoff have a little kiss as well. So let's go as well. And so that means that they're friends now as well, which is very, very nice. So they all live happily ever after. Arendelle's saved. Elsa's able to come back, and they're all so happy now. Well done in coming on a frozen adventure with me. You all did so well. And at the end, they are so tired that they all lie down in their beds at night, because that's a big adventure to have, isn't it? So lie down. That's it. Straighten your legs in a wee bit of a star shape. That's it. And we're going to lie down and pretend, we're only going to pretend in our heads that we're lying in the snow, and the snow is falling gently on our faces and on our bodies. And every time a little snowflake lands on us, we feel more and more all heavy and melting into the mat, just like snowflakes. And it feels so nice to feel the little pitter-patter, gentle snowflakes on our face and our body. And it just makes us feel so nice and calm and relaxed. Ah, doesn't that feel nice? Lovely. So let's give our toes a wee wriggle, give our fingers a little wriggle, and we're going to get up really slowly, okay? We're going to go on to our side first of all, and then gently push with your hand. No getting up quick now, and sit with our legs crossed. And then we say our magic yoga word again at the end, don't we? So let's put our hands together, and after 3 we're going to say namaste. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Namaste. Well done. I can't believe you all did so well with that one. And we're going to find out which bit liked the best as well. What did you like the best, He's going to whisper in. Says he just loves all the snow because dogs love snow, don't they? Yes, that's right. We could spot on very easily in the snow because you've got black fur, haven't you? And the snow is very, very white. So, thought you all did very, very well. And I hope you come back soon for another yoga story. See you later.